away from her! Get away from her! Hey! Get off of her! Stop it! God damn it, get us a net! Everybody's just standing around?
How do you figure more ducks get made?
I know. Isn't that illegal? I think if the duck goes all the way out there, she's gonna fall. She has to follow. There's no shot chaser. Can somebody please explain to me why is catcalling viewed as a bad thing? Catcalling is a good thing. Literally, someone telling me you look good. Like when I look like right now, and then someone like hollers at me or like gives me a little honk honk, it's such an ego boost. Like, why is that a bad thing? And I'm not anti-feminist. Like, you're either optimistic or you're pessimistic. You guys are choosing to view it as an attack, and I'm viewing it as a compliment. And at the end of the day, who's winning? I'm having a better day than you.
So I saw that story about how the Switzerland women's national team got beat by a U15 league, and it stuck with me because I used to date a soccer player, and he told me once when he was also on a U15 league, his team played the US women's national team with Alex Morgan on it and everything. And I was like, oh my God, was it so intimidating playing with them? And he was like, they didn't even score a goal. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, no, it's like obviously not a fair matchup. And that has always stuck with me. It's such a mindfuck because it's obviously full-grown adults playing children. But I'll tell you what, the closest I've ever come to feeling that way was I was at a carnival last year with my sister, and I got hit on by a 15-year-old boy. A 15-year-old boy tracked me down and said, damn, Ma, you bad as hell. I turned around. I was like, you're a child. I am 28 years old. What I wasn't anticipating feeling was like a pang of fear. Like, I was looking at this child who has experienced no life. He doesn't know what health insurance is. He doesn't know anything. Can't even vote. And I remember just looking at him and being like, this man could beat the out of me. Is that not terrifying? I don't know. It's a mind. Honestly, there's no point of this video. It's just random thoughts. But like, yeah. Stay safe out there, ladies. Maybe this is my sign to start taking Krav Maga, because Brad on JV football could still beat my ass.
Can I like tell you how bad it got?
Yes.
So one time he had been ignoring me for, I don't know, weeks on end, right? I go out with another guy. We're downtown where he usually is. Call him guy number 2, and then guy number 1, good sex guy.
Good sex guy.
So I'm with guy number 2. Guy number 1, I guess, finds us out and is like, hey, what bar are you at? Meets me at the bar, and he goes, oh, this is your date? Like, this is who you're on a date with? You could do so much better.
He walks up to you in front of guy 2?
Yeah.
Does guy 2 do anything about this?
No. He just, like, he sees some of his friends, so he walks away.
What?
So I'm having a conversation with guy number 1. He's like, you could do so much better. And I'm like, are you jealous? And he's like, no, I just think you could do a lot better. Are you going home with him tonight? And I said, I might. Like, what's it to you? And he goes, what if I want to come home with you tonight? And I went, do you? And he goes, yeah. I was like, okay, so I'll get rid of him. So guy number 2 takes me home, thinks he's coming upstairs. He is not. I tell him I don't feel good. I text guy number 1, left on red. He just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting it in that night with someone else. He had no intention of seeing me. Fell for it. And that's how wrapped around his finger I was.
Men no longer chase women, and here's the uncomfortable reason why. What used to be sacred has become public property. No longer holds the same emotional or moral weight it once did. With just a few scrolls on Instagram or TikTok, you'll see more skin than a man 100 years ago would have seen in a lifetime. Femininity used to be a mystery. Now it's a museum exhibit, open to the public. The same culture that screams empowerment has convinced women that being feminine is oppression, and that a man showing interest is somehow harassment. So men pulled back. They stopped chasing, not because they stopped caring, but because they're tired of being labeled creeps for being men. They're tired of paying for dates that feel like glorified food festivals and a tool of extortion. Where a man funds the night, the outfit, the Uber, the drinks, and sometimes even entertains her friends. Men are realizing that in this modern dating culture, many women want the benefits of a relationship without the character that sustains one. And most are looking for the exclusive 1%, the most successful. They want the man who makes 6 figures, who's tall, handsome, emotionally intelligent, funny, spiritual, and available. But when you ask, what do you bring to the table? The answer is often, I am the table. Based on looks, based on filters, based on a body that's been enhanced, not built in discipline, but bought with credit. So yes, men are walking away. They don't think it is worth it. Not because they hate women, but because they're done chasing illusions. Of course, there are some exceptional women out there, but honestly, the emptiest are the loudest. So, men, focus on your mission, your mind, and your self-mastery. Build your body, build your discipline, build your relationship with God, and when you're ready, pray for the woman who values her soul more than likes and material things, because kings don't chase clout. They wait for their crown.
Okay, so I be seeing a lot of women saying nowadays, like, men don't really chase women like they used to. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Men not like they used to be. And it's like, nowadays, a lot of women ain't nothing to chase. Back in our grandma day and back in the day when women were provided for and when women were taken care of, a man actually had to put in a certain kind of work to get certain benefits from women. They had to marry a woman to have a baby with her. They had to marry her to get her in the house cooking and cleaning. Nowadays, women give a man everything for the bare minimum. Like, these men had to go to the strip clubs to see a girl undressed. Nowadays, women just do it for free just because they feel like they can. It's like women need to pick a lane. Like, you cannot be a 304 and a housewife. Y'all be talking about how y'all want to get tricked on and y'all don't care what men think, but then in the same breath, y'all talk about how y'all want to be taken care of and y'all want to be provided for. Like, y'all delusional. Like, y'all part of the problem. Like, men change because women change. Like, y'all not like y'all was back in the day at all.
Pro tip to the fellas, stop dating women you cannot afford. Stop that. Cut it out. You know that you are not emotionally intelligent. You know you have poor relational skills. You know that your finances are not where they need to be. You understand that intellectually you can't stimulate her, and yet you chase her. Cut it out. Stay out of the luxury section where the top tier women are and go to the women who are within your budget. Women that fit you.
Dude in the comments says, so this message should also go for women. There are a lot of broke women out there who need to stay in their bracket also. I've been saying this. A woman said there are Section 8 women who want a man who makes 6 figures.
I didn't think I needed to say this, but apparently I do. Fellas, stop dating women that don't actually like you. Y'all are not that clueless. When a woman likes you, she lies to herself. When she don't like you, she lies to you. Now, what does that look like? If she only calls you when she's hungry, you're the food guy. She does not actually like you. If every time you call her, she has an excuse as to why she can't talk on the phone, she does not like you. If every time you want to go out to someplace other than eat or just sit and chill with her and talk, she does not like you. Because if she actually liked you, she would make time for you. Even as a single mother, if we actually like someone, we're going to find that babysitter. The kid is going somewhere. But if she does not actually like you, she's going to find every excuse in the book of why she can't talk to you and why she cannot see you. We tell women all the time to increase their discernment about whether men like them or not. And for the most part, I mean, it's pretty simple. They only going to call you when they want sex. But as for the men, y'all will chase a woman that does not like you because you like the way she looks. And this is the trophy that you want to have on your arm. This is the package that you want to present to your friends or social media or your family or what have you. But if she can't sit with you, if she can't listen to you, if you can't just unwind and decompress with her, if she can't give you a massage, if she can't buy you things too, stop chasing her. Just leave her alone. There's so many women out here in the world these days. I don't understand why we as people want what we can't have. Yes, this person is probably physically there for you, but emotionally they're unavailable to you. I don't understand why we do this. We getting too old for this. If when you come home at the end of the day, she can't treat you like a king when the world has made you feel like a peasant all day, shorty need to kick rocks. Y'all got to stop undervaluing yourselves. And that's what I'm trying to teach my son. She needs to make you feel like a king when you walk through the door. Like all the problems that you had throughout the day was left outside. It's not coming in this house tonight because shorty got you. Y'all need to increase your discernment. Sometimes y'all got to say to yourself like, yeah, shorty bad, but this is what I deserve and I'm not settling for anything less. We keep telling women to say it. Why men can't say it as well? If you know you're a good man, stop settling. You don't have to settle. It's millions, trillions of women out here that are going to give you what you deserve. Stop settling.
If you feel like you're putting in all the work and she is not, then that means that she's not into you. I got 4 of my top signs for you to look out for. The 4th one should be a no-brainer, but believe it or not, it's not. Number 1, she takes a whole 12 hours to get back to you after you text her, but yet somehow you can see that she's still active on other social media apps. Number 2, she never initiates plans with you. You're the one always asking her out and asking her, so hey, when can I see you? What's up? I'm trying to spend time with you. When are you free? She's never asking you that. Okay? That's not playing hard to get. That's that she's not into you. And if she always says she's busy, but then you see she's posting brunch pics and dinner pics and all this, she wasn't really busy. She's just busy avoiding you and waiting on that other guy that she's really into to text her. And of course, 4, if she calls you bro or bestie, you are not the one. Okay? Now, as a woman, I will tell you firsthand, real interest looks like effort. If she's into you, you are going to know. Women do not like to compete for things. If they want you, they will stake their claim.
Men need to stop taking women on dates. If she wants something from you without knowing you, she's playing you. I wouldn't even buy her coffee.
Men need
So
to
done with this
stop taking women on
Get
dates.
your best friend and take her out of here.
You should never take a woman out on a date that you don't have vested interest in and that you're not sure she has a vested interest in you. Stop trying to disillusion her with your money, your resources, your ability to buy her roses and all that dumb stuff.
That's not dumb. Disillusion me, baby, all day.
What has that gotten you? Where are they?
Nothing.
Exactly. So stop doing it. You're wasting your money.
But
You're
wait a
wasting
minute,
your
wait a
time.
minute, wait a
If you
minute,
need,
wait a minute.
hold on, I'm not done. If you want to know if a woman is interested in you for real and wants to not just use you as a meal plan, because let me tell you, a lot of my homegirls are going out with you because they are bored. They don't have nothing to do. They're not over the other dude.
Okay.
Somebody else hasn't hit her back yet, so she's going out with your stupid ass. So stop taking her out on dates. Don't buy her anything. Don't spend a dime. Don't spend a nickel. Don't spend a penny. Go somewhere that is free. And if she is unwilling to go there with you, don't go out with her. Talk to her on the phone. If she wants something from you without knowing you, she's playing.
Oh, I was today years old when I found out that men are not supposed to chase after women. Proverbs 31. Don't chase after women and lose your strength. Women like that have destroyed kings. When a man hunts, you don't ever see a man chasing after a deer. He will let that deer run. He doesn't chase. So another comes. So be it.
This person doesn't want to chase you, you don't want to chase them, so then no one's really trying.
Okay, in this video, this girl's talking about a conversation she had with her friend about why the dating scene is dead in 2024, and this is right up my street. So the answer to this question is pornography. And in the past, men didn't have that luxury. They would have to chase the woman. They would give her gifts. They would give her compliments and keep asking her, you know, courting her, trying to get her to go on a date with them. But now, they don't do that because they don't have the motivation to do it. They don't need to do that because before, back in the day, they would have to go to the video store, pick out their video, look like a pervert, look disgusting, feel ashamed, and they don't have to feel that anymore. They can open up their phone and access any girl they want to. So the reason why the dating scene is dead in 2024 is pornography.
Mook in the comments said, "You spoke with so much confidence just to be wrong." Be quiet.
So this tweet has been making its rounds on X, and I would like to open up conversation here because 50% of my followers are women and 50% are men, and I just want to open up this, you know, dialogue and conversation here. Yeah, I want to keep it. I want to try to keep it as civil as possible, right? Like let's not attack the masculinity. Like, they're gay. You know, let's not try to attack the femininity. Like, let's be completely honest about this, and you know, because I know my reasons of why I've just never been obsessed with women. I love women. 99% of the people I've slept with have been women. The 1% has been myself. But no, like I love women, but I've just never been obsessed with women because I'm just like, I'm obsessed with my goals. Like, that's all I care about. I've always cared about that since I was a kid. You know, all I cared about is trying to achieve something and become something and be somebody, and that's it. That's all I care about. And now that I got kids, you know, once I got custody of my kids, I'm like, all right, I'm still going for my goals and my dreams, but my kids are coming along with me now. kid. I've always been this way. And not everybody is like me. So I would like to know why men feel like there's nothing to be obsessed about and why women feel like men aren't obsessed with them. Because look, like these gender wars aren't fixing the problem. It's only creating more of a divide. And if we don't see that, then we're blind. Like it's creating more of a divide, and that's not helping society. I know I come on here and I talk shit, I joke around and all that stuff, but I try to put smiles on people's faces. Honestly, I just want to help, and the best way I can help, and hopefully opening up dialogue and conversation here, an honest conversation, not full of hatred, we might be able to get to the bottom of this, or at the very least, it might change some people's perspectives, right? And perspective is everything in life. A good perspective will grant you a happy life, you know?
So the comment here was, men don't seem to be obsessed with women anymore, and y'all don't find that weird? No. Why would anybody be obsessed with the bill? Why would anybody be obsessed with contentious nature, with bad behavior? Why would anybody be obsessed and want to take care of that? Why would anybody be obsessed with a bad time, with a negative experience? Because some of y'all are out there dating Chad and Tyrone and getting messed over, and it's the thrill, it's the rush. Maybe you like that stuff. But men, at least the ones that I know, don't like wasting money.
Women will never admit their true nature because they're embarrassed. You call women out on their actual behavior, they will insult you, they will get mad at you because they don't want to take accountability or responsibility for how they actually are. Women don't have awareness of how women are, so they deflect and they insult you to get out of the situation. If you want women to chase you, hit the link in bio.
Here is a clear warning sign that you need to stop chasing her. Let's get into it. I know that we can do it. If you needed a sign, here it is. Don't chase her. Do not chase her. Chase your purpose, chase your goals, chase your dream, chase your God. When you chase someone, try to force something with someone, turn off. Guys, read the room. Use your discernment. She is not reciprocating interest. Move on. Take this as your sign. Do not be afraid to walk away. You deserve someone's time. You are worthy. You deserve to be respected. Your time is valuable. You've got your act together. You are someone's blessing. And her not reciprocating interest is your sign that you aren't hers. I don't know who I'm talking to in this video. You deserve for someone to choose you, value you, add to your life. Remember, you'll never be good enough for the wrong person.
Why men stop chasing women. Ladies, listen up. Number one, you're doing way too much already to get him to like you. If you're already doing X, Y, and Z, everything for this man, acting like his girlfriend, acting like his wife, why would he need to chase you? He already has all these things you're doing for him already. Why does he need to make an effort for you to do those things? Like, you're already doing girlfriend, wifey things. Number two, you're giving way too much away way too soon. Emotionally, physically, you're telling him, I don't know, that he's the only one you're talking to and that you really, really like him. You're saying it too soon before he said it. Also, why would he have to put in an effort when you're already putting in all the effort? He already knows you're going to text him every single day. He already knows you're going to say yes to plans. You're going to ask him to hang out every few days. Like, why would he make the effort when he already knows you're going to do it? Trying way too hard in the beginning as a woman is just a huge ick. A huge ick. You don't really require that much. And, you know, some girls think that not requiring very much is like, guys are gonna like me more because I'm easygoing. I don't need too much. I don't require that much. But honestly, men value things that are, first of all, hard to work for and that they invest in. If you're not requiring anything, you're like, oh yeah, I'll just come over. Like, you don't require dates anymore. He's not gonna chase you. The last one is that you're being way too nice. I mean, I'm sorry, but we already have read that book, Men Love. And if you're acting so nice, oh, that's okay if you canceled on me 3 times in a row. Oh, that's okay if you haven't taken me out in like a month or 2, but like I still just want to see you. No. Ladies, no matter what, a man loves a challenge. A man loves a challenge. So if you're just so nice, a pick-me girl, so if you're giving off desperate vibes, like I just want to be with this guy so bad, it doesn't matter how he treats me, it doesn't matter what he does for me, that's not gonna fly. He's not gonna chase you anymore. He's probably not gonna respect you that much, and he's definitely gonna take you for granted.
Why men stop chasing women. Now listen up and listen very carefully. Number one, he got what he wanted way too soon, okay? And that goes with physical and that goes with emotional, okay? Maybe you said something, or maybe you gave him something, a part of you, okay? You know where I'm getting at. And he doesn't have any mystery anymore. He doesn't need to try anymore. Number two, he forgets what makes you great. Now this happens in a lot of the times when you're long distance after just kind of starting to talk. He forgets that feeling that he had when he was with you. He forgets what made you amazing, what made you the one of interest to him. Number three, you went way too hard, way too fast, okay? If you're saying too much, if you're doing too much, if you're giving in too much, if you're doing his laundry, if you're cleaning his house, that's way too much. It's gonna scare him off. And that kind of explains number four, you're just trying way too hard. He doesn't have to put in any effort anymore because you're literally doing it all for him. And it's kind of an ick when you're trying way too hard in the beginning. Number five is very sad, okay? It became easy. And he got very, very bored. You didn't insist that you needed flowers or dinner or affection or physical touch or anything or reassurance. You were just way too easy for him. And he's quite literally bored and on to the next. And last but not least, you're being too nice. Men, unfortunately, love, okay? They love them. You need to be a little bit big. You need to give him a little, you know, that like fierceness out of you. You need to give that to him, okay? Because if you're too nice, he's gonna run. So let's not lose him, okay? Let's make him chase you again. You are so very welcome.
The way she's talking reminds me of a clip from one of those Chicago Bulls documentaries where BJ Armstrong left the Chicago Bulls to go to the Charlotte Hornets, and he had him a little moment within the game, and he woke Michael, and Michael said, you know what? I'm about to put belt up behind.
I felt like BJ should know better. If you're gonna high five, talk trash, now I had a bone to pick with you. You know, I'm supposed to kill this guy. You know, I'm supposed to dominate this guy. Michael whole line with BJ hitting that shot and staring the whole bench down and whatnot. It just didn't sit well with Michael. And we knew, you know, when the locker room we say, listen, guys, we're gonna have a dog fight from here on out because we have woke Michael Jordan up.
Modern women get out here talking so much trash, and they forget who the real champions are. Just because they got paid a little bit, they got a little extension from another team, they think because they're boss babes and they got a thriving career that all of a sudden, I'm above a man. I'm better than a man. Girl, go sit down.
The art of chasing does not exist anymore. The art of proper courting a woman does not exist anymore.
I agree. Yeah.
And I just want to feel
Like
desired.
a girl, feminine. I want to feel like the feminine energy, not the masculine energy.
And I'll tell you this. I want to feel like if he has me, his eyes aren't wandering, if there's something better. I want him to be like, whoa, you are it. That's amazing. And that's it. I just want to, you know what I want? My type of guy, call me back. That's all I want.
No, they call you back.
Okay,
Yeah,
so here's,
come on.
I'm actually writing a book about a lot of the things that you just said. And the energy, I think, to give off, to get that, because it is rare, but
Yes.
it's out there, is you are lucky to be in my presence. I still, we've known each other since we were 12, give off that energy. Like, if you go away from me, like, you don't get access to this.
Yes.
You don't get access to this personality. You don't get access to these boobs. You don't get access to this witty, funny, charming personality. They should be so lucky.
Men are born hunter-gatherers. They are literally the lion looking for prey. And if you're just the gazelle that walks into his mouth, he's not going to want it because he didn't have to work for it. He didn't have to try for it. There's no effort that he had to put in. And I want to be a sprinting gazelle. I don't want to walk
And this
right
is the
in
thing.
there.
I have to say that Sistine and I were very masculine in our career. So we're very much someone that loves to be go-getters. We're love to plan things. We are the loudest usually in the room with our friends. We have the most jokes. We like to just hold an audience. But when it comes to a relationship, we want that to be taken away from us and have a guy be in control. And so I think that's been the hardest part is a lot of these guys that we go on dates with, they forget the balance and the dynamic and they kind of give it to us. And unfortunately, it's easy for us to take it.
A dude in the comments said, okay, listening to this makes me understand why passport bros exist. Nothing worth chasing after them. He said, nothing worth chasing after listening to this.
We finally got to go to Anda this weekend and we got to jump into a cave pool. Well, Anne has never jumped off any sort of cliff and she's not a very good swimmer, so we put this life vest on her and she was very nervous. I think one of the greatest things about our age gap relationship is that I've done a lot of things in life. I've experienced a lot of things in life and she's still experiencing things, and so fun to experience new things with her. So you can see her right here. She's nervous and scared to jump off the edge. And I don't push her. I don't force her to do it. I take my time. We really took our time. There were people there trying to get her to go 3, 2, 1, jump, and she just wouldn't do it. And one of our friends said, you know, love is letting go of fear. And he counted it down 3, 2, 1. and she jumps here. But I never force her to do anything. She just wants to do it. She's very adventurous, and I think she was very proud of herself after she jumped. This is about, I don't know, 12 or 15 feet. It's not very high, but it's very intimidating to jump down into this cave. So people are just trying to talk us into it, trying to make her do it, and she's just taking her time. She's very, very nervous. And one of the things that I just don't want to do is force her into doing something that she's nervous. For one, I didn't want her to get hurt, and for two, I wanted her to enjoy it and be proud of herself that she did something that she's never done before. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to go there and see it. It was beautiful, beautiful cave, and we had an amazing time. She did great.
Listen, man, and y'all be talking about how passport bros be going through it. They be going through trials and tribulations. This man is jumping off of cliffs. Well, maybe that's not a cliff, man. It's jumping in cave. My point is, the man is having fun with his life. Oh, you go over there to groom on me. You go over there to manipulate. He don't hear you. He don't hear you because he's too busy having fun. He too busy swimming in the water, enjoying his life.
Some people may only hit you up every couple weeks or every couple months because they like how you make them feel. It's an ego boost. They know that you find them attractive. They know that you want them. Once you give them the attention and compliments that they need, they're going to ghost you again. They're going to keep playing with you as long as you allow them to. Next time they hit you up, ignore them.
I don't get guys who like the chase. Different strokes for different folks, but why do I have to convince someone to like me? That's a no for me. I don't think I'm too nice or anything like that, but I do not believe in chasing because I feel like it devalues me. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. So if I don't feel good about myself, why would I be trying to make you feel good about me? It's all about mutual interest. Of all the women out there who say they like being chased, you should be mindful of men who chase. You girls end up getting hurt more because the guy who's chasing you might say what you want to hear. He might do the right things. He might play the game, right? When you win the game, then what? For most people, on a casual level, the goal is once the goal is achieved, and this is the facts, it gets boring and a man needs more stimulation. Anyway, do what you want to do. It's bad advice.
They're going to figure out a way to do the wrong thing and act a clown. So that's something you can count on.
You know, some women are going to be looking at this and thinking, yeah, this is empowerment. No, it's not. You guys are all shooting yourself in the foot because we got a whole generation of men coming up who are not going to get married. You have a whole generation of men who see this stuff online every single day and who know women are not worth marrying anymore. Who know a woman's just going to betray me. A woman's just going to leave me when she feels like it. She's going to lie to me. You women are shooting yourselves in the freaking foot if you honestly think that being single and not married does you any more benefit than it does to a man. You will see. You will literally see, because the only women who will be getting married are a very small percentage of actual high value women, and the rest of y'all are going to be single and miserable old cat ladies. You have to stop thinking so entitled. You have to start understanding that men are humans too. And as long as you don't treat men with respect, they're not going to do anything for you. They're not going to want to do anything for you, and that includes marry you.
Ladies, please, for the love of God, if you are still dating, which I'm not judging, but please, for the love of God, do not give the ugly guys a chance, okay? Hear me out.
Here's what'll happen if you give a 5 a chance, okay? First of all, you are gonna boost his ego to the guy, okay? And then that man is gonna turn invincible, or at least he'll think he is. And that's worst case scenario. And before you know it, he's gonna drag you down to his level, okay? He's gonna think, oh my God, I pulled this baddie, yada, yada, yada. And all at the same time, you're like a 10, okay? He pulled you down to a 5, now you're on his level. We're not doing that. Don't waste your time, okay?
Can y'all please stop smashing the customers? Y'all are making it so hard for the girls that's not giving the cup, for the customers to get the money. Like, I'm tired. They all like, well, I got this for $35. I got this for $100. You gonna come home with me for this? Like, y'all making it hard for us. And I hate that for me because I be trying to make some money. I really be trying to make some money, but y'all be making it hard. Like, stop.
Why do we not call yacht girls and escorts? That's quite literally the conversation I just had with my roommate. But I have never been able to fully understand and distinguish the difference between these different terms. I mean, according to Google, and this is just scratching the surface, there's not really an expectation for a like interaction with being a yacht girl and being an escort. But I genuinely have always assumed that like it would turn into that type of transaction. I mean, maybe I'm just not understanding correctly, or maybe I'm just like being oblivious to the obvious, but I'll be quite honest with you. I thought the difference in terms really boiled down to a class divide, or maybe the type of clientele, and that's why they have different words, but I genuinely always thought they ended with those types of transactions. I am now very curious to read some scholarly articles about this and learn more about it, but
yeah, it's really just another way to dress it up. It is the same thing. They're all the same thing. Just like saying a tuna sandwich, but the tuna is fresh from the Atlantic Ocean or something like that. Something to make it the person that you're marketing to be like, oh man, wow, it must be pretty good. It's fresh. It must be better. No, these girls get used up just like everybody else.
Men watch X-rated content and become very unsatisfied with the real-world experiences that they have with the women in their lives. Women say, that's the problem. It's because of all this TV or this videos or this online virtual world type expectations. It's never going to match up to the real world. Cool, duly noted. But I think that some of y'all women have the same problem when it comes to reality shows and dating shows. Unless you are part of the cast of, I don't know, The Bachelor, or if you're on one of these Real Housewives of something, you're not going to have the dating experience that they're setting you up to believe exists. No man is going to pick you up in a helicopter, fly you to another city for an overnight experience, and only continue to top those dates every time thereafter. It's just not reality. Sure, it's nice to watch. Cool, a great storyline. But at the end of the day, it's for entertainment purposes, guys, not the real world. You need to start matching up your reality and understanding that your perspective is being changed dramatically based off of what you're seeing. It's a fantasy world, okay? There is a time and a place for everything, but if you can't understand your perception and your expectations are being skewed, maybe that's just not something that you're ready to be watching. Maybe you should do a cleanse, come out of that, get your head off of the internet and out of, TV shows, and go to a bar. Go someplace where real men will have real experiences with you.
Why did I just open up my TikTok to a girl using the big mama sound, but when I swiped, it said small mama, and she was 5'2" and a size extra small. She said, big mama. And if you haven't been into a gas station and had men looking at you like you belong in the circus, you don't get to participate in this trend. Okay? I was taller than every guy in high school. Every single guy. You probably weren't. So let's just skip this one.
Well, it's probably because just like all these other posts, a lot of these modern women have to include themselves. So when a man is talking about something and they want to be a part of it, if a man is at a gym and they want to be a part of it, if a man starts a social club just for men, they have to be a part of it, or else it's just another trick of the patriarchy. It's just another form of misogyny. And so they naturally do it anywhere they go because they have this movie star syndrome, this celebrity syndrome where I have to be at the center of every single thing. I'm going to Bogart my way in. I'm going to force my way in.
All women are 304s. Nope. There is no such thing as traditional women anymore. Wrong. Women simply aren't worth it. What does that even mean? I am so tired of all of this negativity. Are you going to insist that masculinity is about growth, suffering, and overcoming difficult things, and then just not date because it's hard? Are some of you really so pessimistic and self-hating that you will just resign yourself to never feeling love and affection? Are you really going to sit here and insist that you have all of the answers to dating, and then just refuse to pass those answers on to a woman who is ready and willing to please you? Tell me, what battle are you even fighting? You insist there's a problem, but you aren't trying to actually solve it? What is the point of all of this other than to just kick and scream? There are a lot of great women out there looking for men with your values. Go meet them, be strong in your convictions, and enjoy the life that you can create with them. Because the negativity has got to stop.
To read some comments. One says they're mad because we're not playing their game anymore. Another says, no thanks. Cost too much the first marriage. Disrespected wallet was all I was. Another one, I am truly much happier since I took myself out of the game. Another one, is this the new version of Man Up? Because that's all I heard. Another guy, we can live without love and affection. Can you?
Women hurt men that they're jealous of, okay? Because when she knows that you're a good man, you're a strong man, she also understands that you wouldn't truly like her for who she is, so she's going to try to manipulate you, disrespect you. She knows if you truly got to know her for who she is, you're going to lose interest and find a better girl. So what she's going to do is try to break you down, make you feel insecure, make you feel anxious by not texting you specifically or doing all these things, making you spiral in your mind about her because it makes her feel confident. It gives her the validation that she's better than you and you won't go for other options. A woman's biggest fear is you marrying another girl, especially a girl who's hotter than her and better than her. She is jealous of you. She is insecure about you, which explains why she is so adamant about hurting you over and over again. Just leave. 101 Coaching in bio.
Hey, y'all really hate men, and it's very apparent. Like, y'all go out of y'all way to bash us on every occasion. And it's just very, like, real sad, real sad, bro. Because I see this all over the internet. Y'all keep bashing us. Like, I seen somebody say, oh, I wish DDG died. Or, oh, I hope, like, if she would have killed him or something. Like, bro, why y'all saying shit like that? And then y'all wonder why, like, you feel me? Y'all wonder why y'all receive that kind of energy. Because that's the energy that you dishing out. Whatever you dish out is what you receive. And that's what a lot of y'all don't understand. You out here dishing out this negative ass energy and you think you're going to receive positive energy from men. You're not. You're going to attract what you dish out. All of y'all been trying to project y'all situation onto another nigga. It's crazy. He's a good dude and y'all mad at that. How you going to get mad at that? Like, be trying to project this onto me. I'm not that nigga that you used to fit. I'm really not, though. I'm a good dude and you hate that for me. That's what's wrong with y'all. I really hate black men.
Need to start to realize and understand is the more effort you show, the more desire starts to decrease in her eyes that she had for you. So you're never going to find a truly selected man saying this because he doesn't care and he's lazy. By you entering into natural communication, here's what happens. You're subconsciously saying this, okay? You are literally subconsciously saying, hey, I think you and I are on the same level of attractiveness.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum and not even really put in effort anymore. They don't really care to. Or they're like, why don't girls just go and make the first move and make the effort? When did it become a thing? Now it's like role reversal where they expect girls to be making the first moves, yearning for a guy and chasing him. That is, I feel like, the downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone, because men don't put in effort anymore or don't care to put in effort. And a relationship won't work unless the guy likes the girl just a tiny little bit more. He has to like her just the tiniest bit more for it to work in the long haul. So it would make sense if a guy really wanted to get to know you, that he would go leaps and bounds to get to know you. And when did that shift? Because back in my mom's era, if a guy wanted to take you out on a date, he had to go up to you, he had to get your number, he had to go through lengths to try to talk to you, even if you weren't interested at first. How my parents met? They met at a bar, and my dad asked for my mom to dance, and my mom was like, get out of here. She wanted nothing to do with him. If he had just left and listened to her, they would have never gone married, they would have never had kids. But he was persistent. He wanted to take her out on a date so badly. He was like, what do I have to do to take you out on a date? She was working late their first date, so he went to her work, picked her up, prepped a dinner, took her to a park, just planned the whole thing. He wrote her poetry. He was yearning. How my aunt and my uncle met. My aunt was a dancer on a cruise ship, and he was the photographer. And he was persistent. She overheard him one night saying to his buddy, he was like, I'm gonna marry that girl. He had just met her. And now they're married, and they have 2 kids together. I don't hear anything like that now. Now we're praising eye contact. Now we're praising if a guy held a door open to us and smiled. That is what we're praising. It feels so backwards. I just wonder when it shifted, because I feel like that is the whole downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone now, because men just don't care anymore.
Y'all are going to absolutely hate me when I tell you this, but please let me teach y'all the game. So boom, there was this guy that I was talking to and I never really liked him, but we were always cool. Well, all of a sudden, this man gets to acting super nonchalant with me. And ever since he's been acting super nonchalant, he's been in my head rent free, and I hate that, y'all. So the other day, I'm on the phone with my sister and I'm telling her about this man. And I'm explaining to her how this man has been in my head living rent free, just taking up space in my head. So my sis asked me like, well, do you think you like this dude? And I'm like, I've been thinking about him so much, maybe I do like this dude. Then when I'm on the phone with her, there was a long pause and my sister's like, you don't like this man. And then I'm like, you're right, I never liked this man. I don't like this man. But then there's another long pause and I'm like, oh my God, do you know what it is? And she's like, what? I'm like, it's not that I like him. It's the fact that I want him to like me more than I like him. She's on the phone with me looking at me confused as hell, like, what the fuck is she talking about? And I'm trying to explain to my sister, like, that's it. It's the chase for me. I never liked this dude, but since he's been acting so nonchalant, it's giving me the idea that now I like him more than he actually likes me. So once I get this man back on my nuts, I won't have a desire for him anymore. It was always the chase. Then I'm sitting there on the phone with my sister, y'all, and I'm like, nah, it's not the chase. It's about me. It's always been about me. And now my sister's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. And I'm trying to explain.
Some of you are confused about men and thinking that they're going to stick around no matter what if they're a good man. False, because a good man will stop trying when he feels unwanted. And that's out of respect for you, because he doesn't want to feel like he's forcing you into anything. He just wants you to want him. And he has tried time and time again to fix things. But at some point, he's going to be done with begging and he's going to walk away.
You know what I can't stand is when men stop trying. If you are fighting for a girl, if you are putting all your time and effort to get this girl and you finally get her, I promise you, when you stop trying and when you stop doing what you did do, she will leave you. Because that is a false reality. She's gonna think that she's getting what you were giving at first. And when she realizes she's not getting that, and guess what? It gets boring. If you are giving like the energy that we're not used to, like, and you stop doing that, the girl gets bored. We get bored and we're like, we don't want to settle for nothing. We don't want to settle for the boringness and for the no effort, because you gave so much in the beginning. You have to keep trying. You have to keep putting in that effort. You have to keep taking her on dates. You have to keep thinking about her randomly, calling her, texting her, because guess what? There's going to be someone else that does the exact same thing. They will fight for her attention, for her time. They'll fight for her. So if you're not, she's going to be like, bye. That's just a PSA. If you want to keep your girl, keep putting in the effort. Okay, because we're not putting up with the scrubs.
Once again, as it was said in Goodfellas, am I a clown? I'm here to make you laugh. I'm here to amuse you. I'm here for your pleasure. Absolutely not.